Today, we're heading to a place that shouldn't exist, a ski resort in the middle of Florida. Born from a freak snowstorm and now a legendary water park. So let's gear up and conquer Mount Gushmore at Disney's Blizzard Beach, from its calmest shores to its most terrifying peak.
Okay, so the whole story behind this park, it's not some master plan from a boardroom. It's an accident, a total fluke of nature that defines every single thing you're about to see.
So picture this, 1977, a freak snowstorm hits Florida, yes, Florida, and boom, the state's first ever ski resort is born. But, this is Florida, so the sun inevitably comes back. Just as they're about to shut it all down, they see it, an alligator, just gleefully sliding down a watery slope. And right there, the park's mascot ice skater was born. And that melting ski resort became the water park we know today, all built around Mount Gushmore.
All right, every good climb starts at base camp, right? And for us, that means hitting the foot of the mountain, where it's all about pure relaxation. This is where we get our bearings before tackling the big stuff.
Now, the main wave pool here is called Meltaway Bay. And if you're thinking of those crazy, intense, surf-style waves that knock you off your feet, well, think again. This place is the total opposite. We're talking gentle, bobbing waves, perfect for the whole family to just float around and chill out on the beach.
Okay, get ready for this number. 3,000 feet. What is that? That's how long the park's lazy river, Cross Country Creek, actually is. Yeah, 3,000 feet.
I mean, it's so long that people actually call it the Blizzard Beach Highway. It's more than just a lazy river. It's practically a transportation system for the whole park. It takes a good 25 minutes to float the entire loop, and on the way, you'll drift through misty caves and float right past the cabin of the sneezing ice skater himself.
Okay, we're done chilling. It's time to move up the mountain and team up for some real challenges. This is where things start to get a little competitive.
Welcome to the Purple Slopes, where it's all about one thing: racing. You've got snowstormers, where you're face down on a toboggan mat trying to navigate a zigzag course. Then there's toboggan racers, an 8-lane head-to-head sprint to the finish line. And finally, downhill double dipper, where you're in an inner tube for a side-by-side timed race.
But if you've got your whole crew with you, there's one challenge that stands above the rest. We're talking about a massive raft ride that's going to take all of you, or at least you'll all be screaming together.
Yep, this is Teamboat Springs, and it's not just any raft ride. It is literally the world's longest family whitewater raft ride. You can pile up to 6 riders in one of these things as it sends you twisting and turning down the side of Mount Gushmore. Okay, deep breaths everyone, we've made it. This is the final ascent. We're at the very peak of Mount Gushmore, and this is where the biggest, baddest thrills in the entire park are waiting for us. So, how do you get to the very top? You've actually got a choice. You can hop on the chairlift, yeah, a real ski lift, and get these incredible scenic views of the whole park. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, you can be a true mountaineer and take the stairs. And let me tell you, there are a lot of stairs. And once you're at this summit, you're faced with 2 major decisions on the green slopes. First, there's Slush Gusher, this high-speed body slide that's famous for 2 hills that give you some serious airtime. But right next to it, looming over everything, is the main event, the reason you made the climb, the one and only Summit Plummet. Okay, let's be real for a second. To really wrap your head around Summit Plummet, you gotta understand this isn't just another water slide. This is one of the most intense attractions Disney has ever built. The numbers here are just, well, they're nuts. First up, the drop. We are talking 120 feet. That's like standing on top of a 12-story building and just letting go. The whole thing is designed to look like a giant ski jump, and you're the one taking the leap.
Next, let's talk speed. You're gonna hit almost 60 miles per hour on the way down. That's highway speed. The whole ride is over in just a few seconds, but man, what a few seconds it is.
And maybe the scariest part, the incline. When you're sitting at the top, it is so steep, it is basically a vertical plunge. You literally cannot see the slide in front of you. All you see is that tiny little splashdown pool waiting for you 12 stories below. So, after all those stats and numbers, what's the one thing people actually say when they get to the bottom? Well, here's a direct quote from one visitor. "My butt is on fire." Yep, between the insane speed and the massive spray of water at the end, it's an experience you and your swimsuit will never, ever forget. Okay, you did it. You conquered the mountain. So now it's time for a little debrief. A few essential pro tips to help you make the most of the rest of your day.
All right, listen up. Here are the must-knows. First, get the refillable cups. It'll save you a ton of money on drinks. Second, use mobile order for your food in the Disney app. It is a total lifesaver and you will skip all the long lines. Oh, and you absolutely cannot miss the mini donuts. Seriously. Also, try the nachos at the Warming Hut. They're way better than you'd expect. And a big one, hit major slides like Summit Plummet super early or late in the day. You'll thank me later.
And there you have it, our full expedition of Mount Gushmore. From a crazy snowstorm origin story to that heart-stopping 120-foot plunge, Blizzard Beach is, without a doubt, a wild ride. But it does leave us with one final epic question. In the Battle of Orlando water parks, with giants like Typhoon Lagoon and Volcano Bay in the ring, where does Blizzard Beach truly stand? That sounds like a debate for another time.